Gilberto's been super helpful for me. We built a great friendship. He's been a great mentor, always answering any questions I have. Um, I give him too much questions sometimes, but I'm always trying to learn, and I know it's really all about consistency and finding, your first winning product. And I don't doubt what any of these guys say. I watch all their content. It's super good. But yeah, I love staying in touch with Gilberto, and uh, always here for questions. Always coming up with new questions in my head. Always trying to learn.
That's good. Like, that's how you will be able to learn by asking questions. The people that don't ask questions don't evolve, don't get better. So
Yeah,
it's good to be someone that asks a lot of questions. I'm also like that too, so it's really
yeah,
good. So
for
show
sure.
me what is happening with your, let's say the last product that you had, and let me
Okay,
tell you a few things I need to do better for the next
okay.
testings.
So, I tested this product right here
Okay,
on Halloween.
okay,
I had I had the three ad groups
okay,
at $20.32.
amazing.
Um, and then I ran it to $25. I had a sale when I started the ads at midnight. I had a
Mm-hmm,
sale at like 3:30
mm-hmm.
at night. Um, but yeah, here's pretty much how it looks. And then since it's Halloween, I know holidays can affect the traffic and stuff you
Yeah,
get on your store and your sales and stuff with drop shipping. So I ran it again the next day. And then the next day I had two sales in the morning, and then
okay.
I kept running it, and then I didn't get any sales the whole next day, and then pretty much 2 days went by, about 24 hours totally went by, and then no more sales. So I kind of just killed it. I mean, I thought the CPC was pretty good.
It is
I thought
pretty decent.
the click through rate was decent as well.
Absolutely.
I thought I had okay, it's 8 total add to carts in the whole thing, but this one is the one I kept running after I
Hmm.
had the sale. I killed these ones at when I was at $25 total. But yeah, this is
Okay,
how it looks.
so to be honest, this product looks very promising. And there's a few things that obviously you don't know yet. I'm going to tell you that you need to do in order to see if it is scalable because you had three sales. So three sales is not that bad, but there's a new thing that we tried and that, let's say, makes a big difference. And the big difference is every time, let's say you test a product, okay? The first day you test a product, you are with, three ad groups, like we said, and you got one sale, maybe two sales, maybe three sales. If you want to retest it because you believe there's a chance that this product could be a winner, you need to recreate a new campaign each time.
Okay,
So
okay,
not keep the same campaign. So let's say today let's say you got zero sales, you kill it, you move on to the next. Let's say you got 10 sales. If you get 10 sales or three sales or four sales and you see it has potential, you don't care. At the end of the day, at midnight, you close it, close the campaign, and you recreate a new one. So what's going to happen is, I don't know what's happening with TikTok, but every time you create a new campaign, like the algorithm get a push. It looks like they like to push new things. So
okay,
they push a little bit more. So
yeah,
your campaign will perform better. And we tried both, let's say one campaign that was created brand new and one campaign that just basically we left it and we were like, okay, let's keep the campaigns because they're getting add to cart, they're getting sales, so it's going to get optimized and it's going to get better. The thing with TikTok, it doesn't optimize. So you need to do things a little bit manually. And what happened with those two campaigns, the results were that the first campaign that we left, it was always breaking even. Always.
hmm,
Maybe a
yeah,
little bit of profit, but nothing too crazy. And the other one that we shut off at the end of the day, even if it was very profitable, we kept doing a new one every single day. And those one were the one that always perform extremely well.
okay. But
So
you'd still leave them running, obviously, if they're making sales.
You what?
You would still keep that first campaign running, even if it's still making sales, or would
No.
you kill it and then, okay, you make new ones?
You kill everything at midnight
Okay,
and you
okay,
restart fresh again. Even if it
okay,
had 20 sales, even if it had 50 sales, kill everything at midnight and create. I know it's mind blowing. Even for
yeah,
me, when I found that, I was like it's strange because if you compare it to other platforms, like let's say Facebook, you want as much sales and you never want to kill something that is profitable. Never.
okay,
But with TikTok, it's completely different. And
okay,
trust me, you will get a boost and it will be better. So every time, if it got no sales, you just move on to the next product. But if you see there's potential, the CPC is good, so below $1. The CTR is good, over 1%. It looks like, you got one at 0.82 cent with 1.19, but it didn't got any ATCs, anything like that to
yeah,
really do better. But you got one at 0.59 CPC and 1.34 CTR. It's amazing. You got 7 add to cart and 3 purchases. So there's potential there. So
okay,
what I
okay.
would do is I will just recreate on your campaign
Mhm.
and do the same thing. But now what you want to do is now you have a little bit of data. So you need to use that data. What I mean is, let's say, click on the campaign, the open 3. Click on the just on the little box, yeah, beside it, click on this. Perfect. Go on ads in one campaign. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Now go more through the right side, I believe. Right, like this. Perfect. Keep doing like that. No, same thing. Just I want to see the metrics. I want to see the metrics. I want to see the metrics. Okay. Perfect. I want to see which one has the 2 sales. Which of the ones have the 2 sales? I think it's up, or the 3 sales. Okay. So it looks like this one, this video, and this. So did you had only one video on this?
So this was one winning video. I
Okay.
used the same exact thing, and then
Okay.
I changed the sound in each one to make 4 different variations, so total 5.
Okay. So 5 videos with 5 different sound.
Yes.
Okay, 5 videos with 5 different sounds. So it looks like that's the best one. So what I would do for the next day is I would like I said, the first thing that you want to do every time is you create a new campaign. But what I will do is I would just take this winning creative because it looks like that's the winning creative that you have right there. That's the
Yeah.
one that got 3 sales, they got
Yeah.
everything and low CPC. So I will take that winning creative with, let's say, go and view data. On view data, it's beside here.
I'm just moving your pretty face real quick to the left.
No worries. So
All right.
you see it says 50% off plus free shipping today. So that's the winning text. So what you would do is you would create one campaign with 3 ad groups, each ad group set up the same way, and you're going to put the winning creative with the winning text on each one of those 3. Because what you need to understand is at first when you're testing, your money is spreading through all those different creatives, all those
Yeah.
different texts. So it is not putting the money towards the best one. It is, they're trying to do it, but they're testing everything at the same time. But now you will recreate a new campaign, it will get a new boost, and all your money will get attached to that winning credit with that winning text. They don't need to
Yeah.
test anymore. You have the winning creative. So if you have another product later on and you see, oh, let me look at the campaign, I got 2 sales, 3 sales, and you see, okay, perfect, this product right here got 3 sales, and on those 3 sales I see there's 2 winning creative, one that got 1 sale, one that got 2 sales. You take those 2 winning creative with the winning text and you put it in your new campaign with, now this time, not 3 but 5 ad
Ad groups.
groups, 5 different ad groups. Why? Let me explain you why. Because when you start, you need to understand that it's all about testing. So if you have a winning product, you'll get some sales. You got some sales. Perfect. It's all about proven concept. But now by having different ad groups, what happened is TikTok is targeting different audiences. So we need to know which kind of audience will work well. And by having 5 ad groups, it gives you a higher chance of finding that the best ad group possible. And now when TikTok will find, let's say, the best ad groups or 2 good ad groups connected to those good creatives, then it's not trying anymore. It's focusing on really putting the money where it needs to be, and you'll be more profitable. And now,
so
yeah, go for it.
So now you're saying pretty much, so I'd make a new campaign and take that winning creative and post it and make 5 new ad groups.
Exactly. 5 new ad group attached to the
ad.
winning creative with the winning text.
Okay, so only 1 video in each ad group though. With this,
just the winning one, or the 2.
Just the winning one.
If you have the winning one, perfect. If you have 2 that got sales, you put it. If you got 3 that got sales, you put the 3 ones that got sales, and you remove all the bad ones. That's basically it.
Okay, so that's how you're flushing out the bad ones, is just by killing it and then making new ones. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also, if you want to, let's say, let's go back on the campaign section. Go on campaigns. Perfect. Go and view data beside the Cozy Slippers. Go on audiences. It's beside daily, audience, and search.
Yep.
Yeah, audiences. Perfect.
Right.
Okay. So the first thing that I would look at is the age. So it looks like your money has been no, go on metrics, go on total cost. No, on the right side. Yes, total cost. Go on clicks. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, it's a product for most ages. It's not like just one chunk of age. So I will leave it like that. I will never touch the age. It looks like it's pretty, it's spread towards
exactly,
everybody. Yeah. But click on gender. Now you've target. I believe that you target female only, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you don't know, let's say if you don't know if it's a woman product or a man product, let's say it's a gadget. What I would do is I will go to the audiences insights, click destination and gender, and I will try to look for if it's more male or female. And if it's 50% or 55, 45, then I will leave it there. But if you see it's like 70% female or 70% male, on the new campaign that I will create, I will not just add the winning creative. I will narrow down to female only or male only, because now I have the data. I know I look like, hey, everyone that clicked, 70% of them were males. 70%. So why would I put more money testing towards the men also, and maybe spending like an extra $5 on male when you don't need to, when you know it's already female?
Yeah. Okay. It's like bidding on the wrong customer, pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want to do? The first thing, it's all about reading the data. The first thing, perfect. You launch one campaign with 3 ad groups, with 3 to 6 creatives, with a different pixel. That's what you do. Perfect. Wait until it's spent around $25. Try to see if there's some add to cart purchases. Perfect. There's a few purchases. There's no add to cart. There's no purchases. Then move on. But if there's things that would let you believe that there's a chance with a few purchases, then perfect. The next day at midnight, you shut off your previous campaign. You create a new campaign with the winning creative and the winning text. If there's 2, 3 creative that got sales, put it those 2, 3 creative with those winning text. If let's say not if, but after that, what you want to do is you want to go back on your audience insight on the campaign, and you want to select clicks and destination. And on there, you will be able to look at the age. So the age, you will look at it at first. What I would do is I try to look, okay, is there a specific kind of age that likes my product? Because it happens, I've sold a product in the past that everybody that was clicking on it was interested, was people from like 40 something to 55 plus. So I targeted the older demographic because the younger audience wasn't interested. So the new campaign, I created a new campaign with 5 ad groups. In each one of those 5 ad groups were only focused on 40 to 55 plus. And the product was for male only. So male were the one purchasing it. So I did male only. And the other thing that you want to look at is the location. The location, want to see, okay, let's click on the location that you have right now. We'll go on the left side, on the left, go down. Perfect, location right here. So it looks like everything was in United States. The data tells you everything. Everybody that was interested by far was in United States. So you would create that new campaign, the same campaign that you have right here, female only. The age, keep it broad, because basically any woman spread any age went to the campaign, the campaign, the website, they went there. So any age 18 to 55 plus, female only, and United States only, because the data tells you, hey, you only have people that come to your website from United States. So don't target the audit audiences. You will be overspending.
So do you normally look at this? You normally look at this data after like what, 1 to 2 days testing a product?
1 day. 1 day.
Okay, 1 day.
Just one. At the end of the day, at midnight, you should have enough information to know. If you haven't killed it because it's just not doing well, then you don't even look at the data because it's not
one reason why I killed that product too is because I thought, I mean, even though I had sales, I thought maybe there was something, but it didn't, like, I didn't hit like $200 in sales, 300, like some of the example winners that you've showed me before. So I mean, I know there's supposed to be some sales, but like, I don't know when it's like, when it's promising or not.
That's why sometimes we need to do an extra mile, because some products, and I remember back then when I was doing Facebook, I had a student who was making like 2-3 sales every other day, but it wasn't nearly profitable. And we did narrow down those metrics like we just did, and it did change everything. He started making 3K days. So what I remember is when every winning product is different. Sometimes you have 2-3 sales and it's enough to, from there, narrow down the best metrics and do a campaign, and it will start blowing up because you're focusing the money towards the right place. But sometimes it won't, because it's not a winning product. So that's why there's a gray line. It's not, a winning product, do this every time. It's like the same thing if you have flu. Everybody has different symptoms. So it's not like, yes, you can say the general let's say characteristic of someone that has flu is this, and this. But sometimes there's people that have flu and they don't have symptoms, or they have different kind of symptoms. But it doesn't mean they don't have flu. They have it, but it's just a little bit different. Same thing with the product. Same thing with the gym. You're training. Some people, let's say, do lightweight and they build a lot of muscle. And you're doing, hypertrophy and focusing on really what matters, and you don't build a lot of muscle. And you're like, because each body is different. Maybe where most of people, hypertrophy will work amazing, but there's always some strange cases that those things don't work. Same thing with dropshipping. Most of the time, a winner, it's clearly visible. But you need to understand we are in a time where it's let's say a little bit maybe difficult in the United States and Canada. Economy is really bad. So maybe we need to push it a little bit. Doesn't mean, there's always going to be people purchasing. Always. You know, even people without money, they get in debt to purchase
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But we need to do an extra mile, read a little bit more data, just to make sure that everything is good and
Okay.
we don't go through, you know,
Yeah.
um,
So the first phase of campaign is obviously the 3 ad groups open, and then probably what if I get like 1 to 3 sales, that's when I'll kill the campaign at midnight, and then the
yeah,
next day, then the next day. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Then the next day, well, before midnight. So if you
Yeah.
had a sale before midnight, you already want to create the campaign to be ready for midnight the next day.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know,
And then
the new campaign.
okay, and then end that one at midnight.
And
Or
that first one at midnight.
okay. 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 So I'm only running. Okay. So I can set the ads not to run continuously. I can just say 24 hours when I'm starting
No,
the ads.
no, because if they're winning or they're making sales,
Oh yeah, we'll keep it running. Yep. Oh,
well, it's not, no, it's not even keep them running. It's just
oh
because
yeah.
like that's the thing that is strange.
Yeah.
If you let's say narrow it, like let's say, oh no, the ended at midnight, it doesn't perform well. Like it looks like TikTok
Yeah. Yeah.
wants to you live it, but you need to do it
Right.
manually. That's what
Exactly.
works
Yeah.
better. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Makes
don't
sense.
cannot tell you the reason why, but it's just like that.
Yeah. Like an auction, they see they you're not going to spend a lot of money, so they're not going to yeah give you the best audience. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Um.
Exactly. So did you
So
understand the
not
strategy?
so not so not every product is supposed to really. I mean, it can still be a winner, but not like blow up in sales because at the end of the day, it's still low budget we're testing with. We're not supposed to really blow up. But like when I'm going to those new campaigns, are you adding budget to it or just leaving it at the 20?
The same.
Okay.
Just the
Okay.
same, but now it's narrowed down. So it is like it has more budget to play with because now
Yeah.
it's not targeting male and female. It's only targeting female. It's not
Yeah.
targeting let's say the other creative that didn't have any sales. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So if you're continuously getting sales, so then just every new day, you're just going in on more of the data. You're not upping the budget to at all. Like you're scaling with this.
No, so now okay, so it's a very quick question. So now let's say the next day, what do you want to look for? Every time, so go back on your campaign. Okay, perfect. So now what you want to do is go back on, okay, you click on the square cause slippers, go on add groups. Now what it would do is every time you have 2 sales, now let's say it's 5 ad groups, 5 ad groups, and you're getting add to cart, everything, and now you're getting like 2 sales. Every time you have 2 sales on one ad group, I will increase it by the budget of the campaign by $20. Not the
Okay.
campaign, but the ad groups. Yeah, the ad group, the winning ad group, I will increase it by $20.
Okay.
Every time I got 2 sales, $20. Every time I got 2 sales, $20. And you will
Okay.
see it will getting more and more sales. So that's how you push the sales more at the end of the day.
Okay. So, but the ones that you, those are ones. So when you're scaling, you don't really kill them, right? Obviously,
Which one?
like the ones that are getting sales.
No, the one that, well, at the end of the day, you always shut down the campaign.
Okay. So it's shut. So if I raise this to $40.32,
Okay,
and
yeah. Let's say you got one campaign, 3 ad groups, 2 of them are very bad, very low CP, very high CPC.
mhm,
You shut them off. You keep the ad group that got sales and that is very profitable and that has the best metrics.
mhm.
Perfect. You kept it. Now every 2 sales, you want to increase $20, $20, $20 at the end of the day. Let's say you end up the day spending 160. You got something like 40 sales, 30 sales, 20 sales, or something like this. You got something, a good amount of sales. Perfect. At the end of the day, you shut down everything and you start the next day at $20 and pumping up
Oh,
the ones
so
that
you
are
want
good.
to, okay, so you want to start at the high budget that you were at.
No, you want to restart at $20 the next day and repump up the day like this because what is this strategy is called? It's called surfing. So depending on let's say you have 2 sales, you bump up to $40. you had 2 sales again, bump up to $60. But let's say now it took a few hours to get 2 sales. Then I'll wait a few hours and put $20. But what will happen is if you start with a big budget from scratch, it will badly spend your budget during the dead hours. So on the dead hours, you'll spend like $40 just for no reason. So that's why it's very manual. So every 2 hours you got a sales. Okay, perfect. Now it's been 6 hours, you don't got 2 sales. Then it's still profitable because it's not a big budget. You're controlling the budget. So you're only pushing the sales when you see, oh, now sales are coming in, the good hours are here, so let me push it.
Yeah. So if I got 2 sales, 2 sales, 2 sales, 2 sales, and I got to $100, $132, the next day I'd still kill it at midnight.
Kill at midnight and restart again fresh.
Midnight, and then the next day start from scratch, the $20.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But now it will be more profitable each time because you're getting data from the same product, and the process will be easier. And you will get the better clients because you'll have the more data. So your pixel will know, okay, so this is the client that purchases, and it will become smarter. So this is where the pixel is important. But at first, the pixel needs to be changed and the new campaign needs to be created each day. So those are the only thing. But when you have a winning product, you keep this in pixel, the data will become smarter, and you kill each time a new campaign to have that little boost at first when you start the day. Because if not, then you'll see if you keep the same campaign and you don't start a new one, it will start dying down little by little. And you'll be like, it's supposed to go upward. Like I'm getting more data, but no, it will die faster instead of going. So that's why
you're saying with the same campaign?
Yeah, exactly. With the same campaign.
Yeah.
If you keep the same campaign, it will start dying slow, and you're like, what the fuck? Like yesterday I got 15 sales, today I got like 7, and the other day I got 3. What is happening? Like, and it's supposed to be a winner, but if you create a new campaign, it will just go up, 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 and up.
Okay, so you're not even leaving anything that's making you sales. You're killing it, and then making a new one, and then yeah. So it's just I mean, I can have a winning product and just one campaign. This is like simplifying it.
Yeah, exactly. One campaign.
Okay.
But after that, if you see after let's say 1 or 2 weeks, you can create 2 campaigns and do the same thing. But now you'll have more ad groups that are having sales are winners. But now I do this when I have a little bit more data, maybe like 50 sales, something like this. I have more data. I create 2 campaigns, and now I kill the bad ones, the ones that with the CPC $2, $1.80. I keep the good one that have add to cart purchases, and I do this $20, $20. I kill them. Next day, I recreate 2 campaigns, $20, kill them. Next day, and after that, you can see, okay, let me try. It's been a while, a little bit. Let me try 3 campaigns. 3 campaigns, kill the bad ones. After a few dollars spend, $20, and now you'll have multiple ad groups with multiple campaigns, scaling by increasing the budget and by duplicating at the same time. So you're horizontally scaling and vertically scaling and horizontally scaling.
Yeah. Okay. So virtually, yeah, with the variables, right? With the age and okay. But at that point, you're not killing. You're leaving things running. Obviously, things that are making you. No. Okay.
No. At the end of the day, you kill everything.
Kill things. Okay.
Stop everything. Even if your campaign has 3 million sales, kill.
Yeah.
And you restart fresh the next day.
Okay. So when I go back to the data, say I'm going in US, so I think I wrote this down in my notes on my phone because I was thinking of like some more questions. But like what is the order that you usually tone in on when you're changing variables? Like, do you start usually like with country? Like, do you start testing like a new country first or new age first, or do you just test everything at the same time, or just look at the data?
Everything. So you look, you create a new campaign, like I said, at midnight, and that new campaign you look, okay, is which country had the most click, most people on it. United States, Australia. Let me put a United States and Australia in that new campaign. So you start with that. Perfect. Now you look like, okay, female and male. I see that female getting most 75% to 80%. Let me put female on that new campaign. And the age also, but if the age is a little bit looks like everywhere, most of the time the age is not it's really it's the metric that you change the least. So you do that on the next campaign, but now you know, okay, this is the country that brings me the most people. This is the gender brings me the most people. This is the ad groups that are performing the best. Perfect. Now you scale it a little bit every time they got 2 sales and create a new campaign at midnight, and same thing over and over again.
Okay. So if this was like more on my screen, if this was like, if I had like, say this was like Australia right here.
So let's say if you would have $20 spent Australia, like $30 spent United States, and the other one were staying the same, I will put the 2 countries.
The 2 countries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you see the 2 countries are the one that works, that are doing the best.
Okay. So you're pretty much just capitalizing on the data for the day.
Yeah.
As for the next day. Okay. So
but you will see the data will stay the same. It's just at first, like the data will basically, it's not going to change. Let's say the next day, it's not going to be Canada only. It's not going to be United Kingdom. You'll see in a matter of, let's say, 3 days, you look at the data, it will always be female. It will always be United States, because this is the place that, they brings you the most clicks, the most everything.
Yeah.
So I try to look overall for the first few days, for the first day. Okay, what are the countries? What are the regions? What are the age? Perfect. And now I base my new campaigns with those metrics to the next few days. Not every day I look at the metrics and every day. No. The first day is enough data to give you for a few days. After that, after let's say 3 to 5 days, you want to relook at the data to see if it changed. Most of the time, it won't even change. It will always keep the same countries. There's rare cases that it will change. The rare cases is, let's say